What's going on, everybody? This is the Fourth and Philly Pod. I know I've been out for a while, but this is draft day. Um, so yeah, the draft is coming on at 8 o'clock. I just want to come on real quick. It is now 5:26 on April 24th, 2025. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the draft. I know a lot of people is like, yo, you need to do more videos, blah blah blah. I understand that, but I think that you watch the more videos you watch and different people you watch, you will tend to fall into a trap, as I say, and your mind get all confused with stuff like that. So I talk to people outside of the cast, and I know exactly what they listen to. They listen to a lot of stuff that need to be clickbait and stuff like that. So you need to don't worry about stuff like that. All right, so tonight the Eagles are picking in the draft. Obviously, everybody knows we're picking last, so let's run down the picks that we have right now. So the Eagles have the first pick in the first round, the 32nd pick, second round, 32nd pick, third round, 32nd pick, fourth round, 32nd pick, fifth round, 25th, another 28th pick, 29th, and a 32nd pick in the fifth round. So we make it short and sweet. So basically, I think, me personally, I think that the Eagles should just stay where they at. Don't move up. Don't move down. If you do move down, you got to get a second round pick, obviously, or extra third round pick, so we can be able to get extra players in this draft. So, me personally, if any edge rusher or defensive tackle come down to us, go ahead and take them. I know a lot of people talking about Starks and stuff like that. Getting them in here. I understand that the secondary we lost a lot of people. CJ Gardner Johnson. We lost Slay. We lost Maddox. Lost a couple other people in the background. We lost Sweat. We lost Williams. Like, we lost a lot of people in the defense. I don't think a lot of people have realized that. Our defense for the last couple of years has been a rotational situation. I don't think the guys that we have right now could actually replace them. So that's my concern about coming into next season. So if you can get a really, really good edge rusher at 32, if they drop, it depends on how the draft flows, I would take him immediately and then go from there and just, pick up a guy here and this and that. I know a lot of people are explaining about the tight end situation. Yeah, we could use another tight end. I mean, Dallas Goedert get hurt at times. This is last year on his contract. That's why if you even if you try to trade him, you won't get much back because it's the last year on his deal. You know what I mean? So it's not like they can hold him for like another 2 years, and then you can trade him. Like, all right, we can kind of like restructure his deal. But if you trade him somewhere and you're giving up draft capital, it's a possibility that they're going to be like, well, why would we give you this for that if he doesn't want to re-sign with us? That's another issue we got to concern with. I think we could do another another receiver in the draft. I think offensive line is a big thing. But for me, I would think anybody on the defensive line, you can take them. I would immediately take an edge rusher or defensive tackle when it comes down to that, but really an edge rusher. And I know everybody talking about Starks, the safety, and the corners and stuff like that. I get it, but if you don't have a pass rush, it don't matter who's in the secondary. If they can't get a pass rush and the quarterback just sitting there waiting for people to get open, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So that's something that we have to keep an eye on. I believe, looking at the draft picks that we have, I can see us moving back, not going up. You know what I mean? But then again, I don't know what's going to happen. That's me personally. I would draft back. If you're not going to stay at 32, I would draft back to get extra picks, maybe in the second and third round. Get an extra pick there, and then you work from there. Because drafting up, that means you have to give up capital. That means you might have to give up that second round pick or that third round pick where you got some holes on the defensive side of the ball. So Yeah, I would do something like that. Um, we'll wait and see what happens, but I think the Eagles are going to be picking late in the draft in this draft. So the draft come on 8 o'clock. I think the Eagles. I'm gonna sit up and watch the whole thing. I'm gonna sit up and watch the whole thing, and I believe that the Eagles will probably either trade out or keep the 32nd pick, um, which is not a bad thing. So don't get upset. Don't think that every pick that we have is going to hit, because that's not guaranteed. I know the last like 4 or 5 seasons, the second round picks was either made the Pro Bowl or something like that. Um, but you got to remember that, yeah, we got lucky on those picks a little bit too. I mean, it happens. I mean, every pick that Howie Rosen made is a guaranteed, situation. I think Howie, to me, is a great a cap guy more than picks. I think that maybe Laurie got on him when he missed out on Justin Jefferson that fell in our lap, or Patrick Queen that fell in our lap, and he drafted Gregor. I think that was a big thing, and I think that ever since then he's been drafting better. Probably listen to his scouts. Listen to his scouts, and everybody think it's like, oh yeah, because he started the draft from the SEC. Yes and no. With the transfer portal in college, a lot of these guys are going to bounce all over the place. It doesn't matter where you come from. Can you play or you cannot play? That's the question that I have. So I'll try. I keep saying I'm going to do it on YouTube Live. I know I keep saying it, but I'm not sure how it works. Maybe I jump on IG. You come, follow me on Fourth and Philly Pod on IG. Hit me up on there. Well, I might just jump on here after the pick is over and just jump on, do a quick video and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm sorry for the delays on videos. I got a couple of suggestions and topics to talk about, especially Jalen Hurts. But it's just hard when you're working, regular job, and you come home, you got to do some stuff around the house. You know how they go. Tend to the wife, all that stuff like that. So sometimes when I really want to get into it, I really can't get into the videos I want to do at that particular time. So I'm trying to map that out before the season starts for the Eagles and college football as well, because it's a lot of players out there, and yeah, I think that the Eagles should just go ahead and go at their defensive line. A pass rush makes your secondary better if you think it's a little weak back there. So we'll see. We'll wait and see. If anything crazy happen, I'll jump in here and do another video, or I'll jump on Instagram Live. Instagram Live is a lot easier than doing it on YouTube. But yeah, go Birds! I'm excited for the draft. I can't wait for it to start. I'm gonna watch it from the beginning to end. Of course, Shakur Sanders is gonna be talked about the entire freaking draft until he get picked. But yeah, sometimes you have to if you watch college football and stuff like that, I mean, like I told people before, like a lot of this stuff that people put out here is a lot of clickbait. I hate it because people will talk about work. Well, you could do this and get Ramsey and come back. He wants to come here and he wants to do this. Of course, they're going to say all that stuff on there. I say it's clickbait. Who wouldn't want to come here? But you got to worry about what you got to give up. How much cap spaces would you have? Do you have the cap space for that person, or do you trade them? It's all this. It's all of this other stuff that nobody sees. So there's a lot of BS going out there on YouTube and on ESPN especially, and on Instagram. Everybody put this stuff. It's clickbait, bro. It's like you gotta really watch these games and look at it and say, how can we do X, Y, Z? Just like AJ Brown. Oh, he going to New England. How we can't trade him? Blah blah blah. You can't trade him. He's too much of a cap hit. Unless it's at a certain time where they can figure things out, and they go, oh, well, we can trade him and give him Huff contract. Who's going to take Huff's contract? If you take Huff's contract, the year that he played, boy, man, that organization is a bunch of idiots. They're a bunch of idiots if they take that. So I'll see. You know, we'll just see. I think 32nd is a great spot for us. We can either trade back, maybe still a second round pick, and still get valuable players at that position from there. Like I said, you know, I prefer to go to defensive end or defensive tackle or a tight end. I don't know exactly what's going to happen because there's a lot of good tight ends coming out in this draft this year. So we'll see what happens. So I will check y'all in the next video. Hopefully it'll be really, really soon. Maybe they'll trade out. If not, we're gonna be sitting up till 12 o'clock, like me, after 12 o'clock, figuring out what the Eagles have drafted. So I will make a video during that time. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to probably try to do the YouTube live on this particular video. But I got a lot of subjects I want to talk about, especially after the draft and Jalen Hurts, which is gonna piss a lot of people off. But anyway, I said on my previous videos about Hurts. But anyway, go Birds. Sit back and enjoy the draft. I got my beers ready. Sit back and enjoy the draft. So I might jump on Instagram Live, like I said before, like a little bit pieces here and there. I don't care if anybody don't want to watch it or not, or I might jump on Facebook. That's my regular one. But anyway, I should jump on some platform live at some point, and then after the pick is made, I will jump on there as well and make a video. All right, y'all. We'll see you soon. Go Birds. Love y'all.